too well farm policies on both sides of the Atlantic with the complex and dynamic reality of agriculture today for the forthcoming WTO ministerial meeting in Cancun. Let us be clear. Our position is that we would like to give priority to the multilateral approach. I think it would not be good for the world economy if we wouldn't make progress on the multilateral approach, or in other words, in the WTO, and more deals would be done only bilateral between different trading partners. Farm policies on both sides of the Atlantic always provoke heated arguments, usually at the expense of for very high tariffs, and bring them down to a certain level. I think one shouldn't make the mistake to believe that the idea of these negotiations is that one goes first to the WTO negotiations and tries to get as much as one can out from that negotiations, and then starts MERCOSUR negotiations and ask for the rest. So there is a certain cake available which we are able to give, and it's more or less then a question of the MERCOSUR negotiations, which share of these cakes, which piece of these cakes should be dealt with in these negotiations, and which piece should be dealt within the WTO negotiations. To be clear, what we cannot accept, also for reasons of fairness, I mean, all parties, ladies and gentlemen, it's a pleasure to be back in Washington.